What's up, everybody? Spunky1991 coming at you another video. Coming at you with my Eagles Saints divisional playoff preview. The Eagles, of course, last time we know when they played the Saints in New Orleans, it was not a pretty game. I believe we lost that game by a score of 47-8, something like that. It wasn't pretty at all. It was a pretty ugly game. I think the Eagles this time will be, they're obviously going to be very, very motivated, and angry, and they should be, because the way we played that game was just atrocious. So I think that's gonna be motivation for this team, Plus, we have players on the Saints team who are running their mouths talking trash. Alvin Kamara still talking trash, still going on and on about how if they would have beat the Vikings in the divisional playoffs last year, they would have beat us in the NFC Championship game. All that coulda, woulda, shoulda crap, So I think all that stuff is gonna be motivation for the Eagles, this Eagles team, man. I do believe we can win this game. Of course, I will get into that. But yeah, I think that's gonna be motivation for them. I really do think it's gonna be motivation, and the score will not be. I don't see the score being anything near what it was when we played them early in the season, because this is not that same Eagles football team. This is a much different Eagles football team. They've come a long way since then. You could say in a lot of ways that was a turning point for this season. You could say that in a lot of ways. But yeah, point is, this is not the same Eagles team that this Saints team faced, way back then. This team is, as we all know, is on the roll. They look like they're in form. They're playing for each other, playing as a collective group. So I don't see the score being anything near what it was last time we played these guys. I think it's gonna be a closer game. I think it's gonna be a fight. Going to New Orleans, of course, is a very tough place to go win at for anybody. That's a very tough place. But like I said, I believe the Eagles can win this game. Plain and simple, we gotta keep Drew Brees and the Saints offense off the field as much as possible. This Saints defense does not scare me whatsoever. If we can beat the #1 ranked defense in the Bears last week, I'm pretty confident that Nick Foles can put up much better numbers against the Saints defense. They're middle of the pack defense. I think they're ranked nearly last against the pass, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not a great defense. It's an okay defense in certain aspects. But I believe Nick Foles can definitely have a big game against them. And like I said, if we keep the Saints offense off the field as much as possible, then yeah, I see the Eagles. I see the Eagles having a path to go in there and win this game. Keys to victory. Like I said, keep the Saints offense off the field as much as we possibly can. Offensive line gotta block well. You guys played one hell of a game last week against the Bears, and in the past couple weeks they played one hell of a game. Khalil Mack was nearly non-existent that entire game. They really did make Khalil Mack non-existent that entire game, and gotta do more of that for this game as well. Got block very well. Carson Wentz. Give Nick Foles as much time as possible to find receivers down the field. The running game was atrocious against the Bears last week, which I expected was going to be a bad running game. But this week, let's get that running game going. That running game, of course, will open up the play action. You open up the play action, that opens up the field, to our tight ends like Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert. So yeah, definitely get the running game going. That opens up the play action. Mike Wallace, for what I'm hearing, Mike Wallace is gonna be back playing this game. That's great, man. I think that's great news. Bring all the weapons that we can in, man, because we need to have a great offensive game in order to beat this high-powered Saints offense. So yeah, I'm very happy that Wallace is back. Mix him in there, get him in there, and bring all the weapons that we can get, because I think we're gonna have to go to battle to beat this team, I believe. Like I said, gotta protect Nick Foles well, get the running game going. That will open up the play action. Get all the receivers involved as much as we possibly can. Everybody in this receiver corps, just get everybody involved. Defensively, Defensively, we gotta make sure that we're not letting the Saints hold the, we're not letting them be. We're keeping the Saints off the field as much as possible. So we need to get as many 3 and outs as we possibly can. And obviously, offensively, we got to take advantage of those 3 and outs that we do get. Plain and simple, got to pressure the hell out of Drew Brees. Got to pressure the hell out of Drew Brees. Drew Brees is one of the greatest to ever do it. I have nothing but respect for Drew Brees. The guy's just great. And if we have any hopes of beating him, we got to make sure we pressure him. We got to make sure that he's not comfortable. And we gotta make sure that we force him, to commit at least 1 or 2 turnovers. If we can get Drew Brees to commit a turnover or 2, I like our chances in this game. It's gonna be very, very loud. Obviously, the Superdome, very, very loud place. Which means that communication's gotta be very, very important. We gotta make sure that we're that we're communicating with each other, and we're all everybody's on the same page. Pressure Drew Brees, force him to make mistakes. Got to stop that running game with Mark Ingram and Kamara. Gotta make sure we stop these guys, man. We do that, we of course make their offense one-dimensional. You stop that running game of the Saints, you make them a one-dimensional offense, which is definitely in our favor. But yeah, plain and simple, man. We gotta make sure that we're pressuring the hell out of Drew Brees. We're hitting him. And we're forcing him to turn the football, and got to make sure that we stop that running game. That's very, very important. Stop that running game of the Saints. That running game of the Saints it's become in Drew Brees' later years, a really, really big part of their offense and what they like to do. It takes a lot of pressure off Brees, obviously. But if we want to make the Saints one-dimensional and get them where we want them at, stop that running game. Stop Mark Ingram. Stop Kamara. We do that, then we have the Saints exactly where we want them at. I told you guys in my my pick video yesterday that I'm picking the Saints to win this game, but I'm doing that pretty much as reverse psychology, hoping that the Eagles go out there and prove me wrong. Just hoping they prove me wrong. I got the score right now, 28-24 Saints. 28-24 Saints. But obviously, I hope the Eagles go out there and they prove me wrong. Special teams got to be on point. Jake Elliott got to make sure we're making these kicks. The punt kicker team, make sure that we're putting the Saints back as far as possible on that field. Don't give Drew Brees good field position. We put him in bad field position. That's obviously good for us, and that's definitely where we want to be at. We want to be pinning this high-powered Saints offense as close to their goal line as we possibly can to start drives. Special teams, like I said, kicking gotta be on point. Returns, we need to make sure that we're getting good field position for our offense on returns. So yeah, keys to victory again, like I said, protect their foes. Offensive line definitely play another great game like he did against the Saints. Against the Bears. Get that running game going. That running game, of course, will open up the play action down the field to Dallas Goedert and Zach Ertz. Get everybody involved, all the receivers involved. We obviously got to return to Mike Wallace coming back. Get him involved. Just get everybody involved, in getting this win. Defensively, we got to make sure that we're pressuring Drew Brees. We're not letting him get comfortable. We're taking away that running game from the Saints. We take away that running game. We have the Saints where we want them at. But the main objective for me is going to be us keeping Drew Brees and the Saints offense off the field as much as we possibly can. Keep them off the field as much as we possibly can. We do that, then it's going to be a great day for us if we can keep the Saints offense off the field as much as possible. This defense of the Saints does not scare me at all. They're a middle of the pack defense. They're nowhere near as good as the Bears defense was, of course. So, keep Drew Brees and the Saints offense off the field as much as possible. Eliminate their running game, make them one-dimensional offensively and predictable, and make sure that we're pressuring and hitting Drew Brees. We're trying to force turnovers from Drew Brees and the running backs here. Special teams, Jake Elliott got to be on point. We're making these kicks. We got to make sure that when we're punting the football, we're pinning them as far back on their near to their goal line as possible. We do that, then we have a good chance to win this game. Like I said, my score prediction is 28-24 Saints. But like I said, I'm crossing my fingers. I'm crossing my fingers that this team goes out there and they use all the trash talking the Saints have been doing. They use that last embarrassing loss that we had in New Orleans. They take all that and they use it as motivation. The media continues to doubt this team. They continue to say so much negative things about this team. Use that as motivation. Go out there and prove it wrong. They were doubting us last year. Last year they called us the absolute worst #1 seed in the NFL history. But we went out there and we proved them wrong by winning the Super Bowl. Let's go out there and prove them wrong in this game. Let's go out there and get a big win, and let's get to the NFC Championship game for the second straight year. Let's get to the NFC Championship game for the second straight year. Go out there and prove them wrong, boys. You know, they were wrong about you last year. Let's make them wrong about you this year as well. But yeah, it's gonna be a big game. It's gonna be a very exciting game. I do not expect this score to be anything near what it was last time with New Orleans. I expect this to be a much bigger. I expect this to be an absolute fight, and I expect to be very close until the very end. I picked the Saints to win, but I'm crossing my fingers that the Eagles go out there and, of course, prove me wrong on the field. You know, they've been proving people wrong all. They've been proving people wrong all last year, and they've been so far. They've been proving people wrong this year. This team has gotten hot. With Nick Foles back at quarterback, and there's no denying that. Let's continue to go out there and prove people wrong. Let's go out there and shock the world. We shocked the world by beating the Bears. Not a lot of people thought we were going to beat them. Let's shock the world again by beating the Saints in New Orleans. And let's go to the NFC Championship game. But yeah, there's my preview. Let me know what you think in the comment section. As always, go Birds. Spunky Nights 91 is out. Peace.